Hey there guys, and welcome to my Bleach Chapter 642 review. So it starts off in this flashback place where Nemu's talking to Akon. It's been a long time, don't judge me if I got his name wrong. And she asks him, and she tells him that lately that Mayori's been calling her Nemu. Even though her real name is Nemu Nagoa. And then we get the title page. Baby Hold Your Hand, number 5. Just 2 more to go, and I will be 100% correct. Then it cuts to, I can't tell if this is the present or the past because it says that that Akon has to restore the lab before Mayori gets back, so I assume it's the present, but it also has that red box, which could either mean that it's in the past or that it's just a title page, but I'm going to just say that it's in the present. And so a lady comes in yelling that something came out. When he asked what she's doing, and she found something in it, said that these are the remains of the Godly Soul Project, which probably just means that they're playing God and trying to create life. And it's called Nemuru, and she says, Nemuru, do you mean just Nemu-chan? And he says, yeah, and it's through like the ability to create Nemu that they were able to fix a guy's head, and that he was able to modify his Bankai to become captain. And it says like, because she's the 7th one, and she's the first to succeed, and it was the 5th one, the 6th one that grew to only be 2 years old before it died. So then when she lived longer than that, it made him extremely happy. And so it cuts back to like the flashback, and she's asking him why he stopped calling her the 7th, and he says it could be an embarrassing thing because he failed 7 times to get it right. Something like that. They sort of say like he doesn't have those kinds of feelings, and then it shows Mayori in a really weird getup, like his face paint is like different now. You know, he's got a weird sense of fashion. And he says that the godly Shinigami new souls creating from nothing are the dream of any Shinigami. However, it's stupid to dream while being awake. And he says it's not really anyone else's dream, it's more just the captain's dream now. And that's why never mind. This is a really poorly translated chapter. Like, don't get me wrong, I'm thankful that it is. It's just some of it doesn't really make sense. And he says, oh wait, never mind. Wait, yeah, no, yeah, He says that that's why for Captain Kurasuchi, it's like she's a living dream technically because she's correct. That's how she was made. And now it cuts back to that fight in the present day, and it shows Nemu with like her eyes completely whited out, like she doesn't have any pupils there, and she looks just completely insane. It shows Mayori like right for Perndina, and then in the next page, Perndina's just exploded, and Nemu and Mayori are just like shooting off. And he says like, when did you get this power? And she says she got it from him because he gave her the body of the Shinigami. And she says that her mission now is to protect Mayori. And he says that his permission isn't that to grow. But when she feels that to grow, she needs to protect him, to show how much she has grown. And in the next page, it says it's humiliating that she has to fight for him. But like the picture used looks to be almost the exact same picture used in an earlier chapter. I'll put up the chapter page if I figure out which one it's from. And then it shows Nemu with like super wide, crazy eyes as she jumps towards Perndina. Gets this thing around her arm that's called Soul Cutting 6%. And she fires, and her like eye goes like super weird. It reminds me of like, kind of looks like a star for some reason in her eye, like, you know, like in like movies where it'd be like a star off in the distance and like twinkle. That's what her eye looks like. And she fires off a Kamehameha into his eye, and that is the end of the chapter. Not really the biggest fan of this chapter. I kind of like, I feel like the backstory part should have been like, I don't know if this is just like the translation of it, or if this was how it was actually written, but I feel like it could have been written better than it was. And I feel like the flashback should have taken up the entire chapter, or at least almost all of it. Like, I know it almost did, but I feel like it should have taken up more of the chapters to like give it like 1 or 2 more pages. I don't know. I'm just not a big fan of this chapter. That's all. See ya. I know this review is like not good at all. I did the best I could, but this chapter